Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, The Right Insight. We're going to be talking about the results of the election and then also just what things look like going forward with Trump. And this was such a massive victory for Trump. And I think one of the things that's going to go unnoticed with a lot of folks is how Trump, now, I mean, Trump was already facing like a multiple things, like that were just unconstitutional. They would never do this to anyone else, especially with some of the fictitious charges that they put on Trump, but also the amount of what they how they try to change the constitution or try to kick him off the ballot, and then also how the Democrats just kind of bungled this whole process on their side. I mean, Trump was definitely going to win, but landslide victory, I probably didn't have that in the cards. I thought it would probably be close when it first started again, just because of the whole Biden and Trump thing. But when Kamala came out, I knew that this was going to be a surefire victory because she was already being touted as a terrible VP. But we'll get back to that. So Trump, for most people and everyone, unless you live in Iraq, Trump just won the election, and this is an amazing thing because not only did he win the election, he won it very handily, landslide victory. Trump won because the people wanted Trump back into the office. They wanted Trump to fix the economy. They wanted Trump to clamp down on these illegal immigrants coming into the country, and then also just really get rid of these politicians that are like just been lying to the American people. And for a lot of people, they don't realize that the Biden administration has just been gaslighting people. And I want to say from the Black community, when they want votes, they show up towards the end of or the last year of the election cycle. They ignore Black people for most of the presidency until they need the votes. And this is a referendum on them that they played identity politics and lost big time. And so you're not going to win. If you go win, you probably win with a lot of things, but you can't win with a terrible economy. And you can't win with illegal immigration. And you're not going to win blaming Black men or men in general for not getting on board behind a terrible candidate. That's just not going to work anymore. To me, people have woken up to see that you say, "Hey, if you don't vote for her, then you're a terrible person. You're a misogynist. You're a bigot." Blah blah blah. That doesn't work anymore. That worked in 2020. That's not working in 2024 and beyond. And so the Democrats are in a very particular spot because I'm not sure they'll run Kamala back through, but they are not going to be able to win any more elections until they get rid of this identity politics BS. They just won't. And there's just not enough of them. And then if you look at the exit poll results, you're going to see that um, Trump just gained in every category and Kamala lost. And they're actually, compared to the last election, there were less people voting in this election there was in the other election. I mean, Trump got a crazy amount of popular votes on his side, but I mean, and the popular vote has been won by a Republican since George W. Bush. So this is an amazing feat pulled off by Trump, and probably one of the biggest comebacks that I've ever seen, especially when it comes to politics and sports. We can go through a long list of those, but when it comes to politics and everything that was against Trump, and he should have won 2020, this is like probably one of the amazing things though, because the Democrats did everything in their power to cheat, in their power to interfere with the election, and even with Kamala's concession speech, she's still telling people to fight, fight, fight. Which I was told that's pretty insurrectionist, but nobody's going to go after the Democrats for doing anything like that. And I hope with Trump going forward, like, and he's already started this, he's already surrounded himself with a coalition of people from different backgrounds and different ideologies that are going to help shape America because he truly wants to rebuild or make America great again, like his motto says. And so, people, people on the left, the progressives and liberals, y'all gonna have to get in line. Y'all gonna have to like get past this identity politics because you're just making yourselves look really bad, especially on social media with all the meltdowns, with all breaking your TVs, breaking your phones, getting upset with people. Like there's gonna be the people that are gonna make a lot of money, not only are gonna be like people that invest. but also the people that are like therapists because they're going to be raking in them. I just dropped a short where it's just it's a Breaking Bad short, but it just shows that therapists are going to be making a lot of money because these people are just they have TDS on like a level 10, and they're not going to be able to like get past this until the next election cycle. And so, unfortunately for those folks, you're going to have to move on. And fortunately, that you're going to benefit, you're going to be the beneficiaries of a Trump economy again. And for a lot of people that just don't want to act like Trump didn't do anything for people, or Trump wasn't helpful, tell me what your bank account looked like back in 2016, 2020. Even with the pandemic or before the pandemic kind of wiped out a lot of things. But tell me what things look like for you. Tell me what type of money that you were looking at. Tell me the type of lifestyle you were having. So regardless of how you felt about Trump, Trump got stuff done, and Trump like made the economy great. We didn't have to worry about inflation going up, and everybody talks about like, oh, the tariffs this, tariffs that. The tariffs, yeah, they were enacted, but the tariffs didn't really play that weren't that big of a factor when it came to inflation. And so Trump already has the record of the type of economy he's going to have, and then going forward with this with this second term, Trump's going to get a lot of things done because Trump realizes that, hey, I gave too many people the benefit of the doubt. I trusted the wrong people, and now I'm going to this next this going to the second term. This is going to be completely different. It's going to be night and day. He's truly gone down as he will be going down as the best president in American history. And they're going to write books. They're going to have like conversations about Trump for the next 50 to 100 years because of what he did and how he was able to like galvanize the country, because that's essentially what it was. And so winning the popular vote as a Republican, that's an extremely hard feat. And so for the Democrats out there, the liberals, progressives, I got to tell you, if you want to get back to, if you want to bring your party back, you're going to have to remake it. And that sort of happened in the Republican Party because people were tired of these politicians just getting smoked by Obama. And people were tired of like just seeing these types of politicians come through that didn't mean anything. And Trump was like, you know what? I can do this. I can run the country better. And Trump put his money where his mouth is, and he jumped into the race. People thought he wasn't going to win or, stay in the race that long. Stayed in it, was great at it, and won the election. And so for a lot of people are going to have to just get on board with it, but it's all right if they don't, because we're still going to be here making content and getting these jokes out though, because you guys, you just don't deserve grace, unfortunately, because you're still thinking that this was more about misogyny and sexism. It had nothing to do with any of that stuff. So until you guys are ready to come to terms, we're going to be cranking out these jokes with you guys. We're going to keep making memes about you. So it is what it is. And I definitely think this is going to be an amazing thing for a lot of people. For me, I plan on trying to do more content, try to be a little more consistent. Like I said, I'm doing another channel with a good friend of mine, and so I want to try to do as much as I can on both sides. But definitely support me over there as well too. I'll see you later.